position. Standing 6'8", number 48, Steve Hansen. At the center position, 7 feet, number 0, Steven Adams. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 4, Paul Millsap. Starting at point guard, at 5'9" number 9, Isaiah Thomas. At the other guard position, standing 6'2", number 69, your head coach is Brad Stevens. Let's hear it for your Boston Celtics. Your head coach is Brad Stevens.
We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Paul Millsap. Coaches believe that he'll flourish here. A chance already to see some quality minutes from him.
You know, like you were saying, the trade has the team buzzing. I mean, they're on fire. You can already see it in the warm-up, how loose and confident they look out there.
You know, it also gives players a huge boost knowing that the guys running this team, the owner, the front office, they also are committed to winning. And so that, in and of itself, I believe, gives a player far more confidence to go out there and compete.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. McGarry out there with Draymond Green. And it's Anderson in at the small forward position. And Boston has possession following Draymond Green's three. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Millsap. They double him with Green. Here's Adams. Green with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Thompson in the corner. Shoots. Can't get it to go. Now the Celtics take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Last outing for Golden State was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Curry, no good.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Millsap a screen on Curry to the inside.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Thomas. Great D that time from Green.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's Thompson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got his first basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Klay Thompson.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Millsap. Good on the shot.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Anderson kicks to Thompson. 13 feet away. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Thomas passes to Mr. Clutch. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Celtics shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
And Green gets it to go.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now here's Thomas. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Kept alive. Adams' shot is good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Thomas against Curry. He dishes it to Green. Pass to McGarry. Golden State moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Left side Anderson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thomas with the ball. Now the feed to Millsap. Here's Mr. Clutch. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Curry's got his second basket.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. Freak is second, and of course Isaiah Thomas.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Mitch McGarry. Now here's Anderson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Dorsberg spoke with Steve Kerr. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Thompson outside. Pass to Anderson. Back to Thompson from past the arc. Again, the miss by Thompson. Celtics leading by 7. Passes to Mr. Clutch. Here's Hansen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Dishes it to Barnes. No good. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Here's Carlson. From outside, off the mark. Warriors trail by 7. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Curry. Now the pass to Hansen. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Rejected by Millsap. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Warriors, Nancy's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Cannon in for Thompson. Feeds to Curry. The dish now to Cannon, trying to get back on track. Randall grabs the board. Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Mr. Clutch. He kicks it to Randall. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Well, good with the triple.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Cannon, that's a two-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Cannon's got his first points in this one. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Carlson. Misses the three. Warriors trail by 5. Iguodala outside. There's the screen to the right side. Cannon from long range. Rebound Boston. Millsap's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
All right, a moment now to see the numbers for Iman Shumpert. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 5 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Exactly. Sometimes you do get out of rhythm. Everything feels harder than it should, but he just needs to keep working and stay the course.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Randall throws it down.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Cannon from long range. And another 3 for Golden State.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Mr. Clutch, that's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Barnes sets a screen for Curry. To the middle. Barnes can't get it to go.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Here's Cannon. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Nan's a screen. It's Curry outside. Can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 8.
So, like the youngest of their
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. We got Draymond Green, Cannon out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Anderson, and it's McGarry in at the 5 spot. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. To the wing on the left. Here's Huestis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cannon kicks to Anderson. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 5. Floats one up. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
From the stripe. Adams outside. There's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Thompson. Thomas gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. The Warriors shooting about 42% so far. Cannon dishes to Thompson. They set the pick. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And here is Thomas. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Celtics dancers.
Here's Green. He's got 5. McGarry kicks to Thompson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 6 points.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Thompson against Thomas. And the pass to Mr. Clutch. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. 1:37 left to play here in the half. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Hands, no good.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Outside Curry. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
From the top of the key, Curry with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Shumpert. Here's Mr. Clutch. And Iguodala comes to help. 4 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Carlson off target with his 3. Outside Curry. Here's Nance. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so that's the end of the first half. Celtics out.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Mr. Clutch in at shooting guard. Paul Millsap out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hansen in at the 3 spot. That's the Boston 5. Outside Curry. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Thompson down low. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Thomas goes in beyond the arc. And he trains the 3. Good-looking shot there from Mr. Clutch. And the Celtics lead by 9.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. McGarry's got his first basket of the night.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Thomas dishes to Adams. Outside Millsap. This ball movement by Boston. McGarry with the steal. Curry against Thomas. Elbow shot. Rebounded by Mr. Clutch.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Hansen. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Anderson. Clock at 6. Out to the wing. Thomas outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Warriors trail by 10. Left side Curry. Thompson outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And looking now at some numbers for Steven Adams. He's been more than solid over the last month. Averaging about 11 points, 7 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 18 points for him. Thomas's shot is off.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And the wide open shot from Green. Hits the jumper in space. And now just a 5-point Celtic lead.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Kicks it to Thompson. He feeds it to Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Green's got 12.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks, Doris.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
The feed now to McGarry. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Curry. Hansen, it's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Stick it too much.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Hansen. And it's Boston with another.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
And he gets the bucket. 25 points for Klay Thompson.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
Here's Thomas, plenty of space. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is a nice third-quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, it's Boston converting.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
And this is a thunderstorm because they got it flowing right now. They are putting on a nice run.
Curry attacking. Rebounded by the Celtics. Mr. Clutch has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Randall's checked in for Boston. Eustace comes in for Paul Millsap. Different look here for the Warriors. Nancy's checked in for McGarry. Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Klay Thompson. No good from Mr. Clutch.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Pass to Barnes. Lets it go from 14. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Cannon kicks to Barnes. Outside Curry. Nance outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Nance has got 5 now.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Iguodala outside, inside. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on this.
Boston with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, the Splash Brothers are the guards. Green is out there with Anderson. And it's McGarry in at the center position.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
Celtics leading by 4. Right side, Thomas. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line for Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got 10 points here in the second half. Green with a screen on Thomas. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It's been a strong game for Green. He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And he sinks the second. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. And the dunk to finish it on. Wow, beauty.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
He dishes it to Millsap. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Warriors trail by 8. Curry kicks to Green. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Green with a screen for Curry. Good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. And that's now 30 points for Freak.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Curry kicks to Green. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Thomas passes to Mr. Clutch. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch. Clark looking very confident right now.
Randall against Green. There's a screen. Back to Curry. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Curry. Here's Mr. Clutch. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anderson dishes to McGarry. That's short off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Warriors trail by 8. Outside Curry. Thompson in the corner. No good. And it's Boston the other way. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. To the paint. And Randall throws it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off.
We got to be more physical on defense.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
And it's blocked by Adams. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Talk about some great numbers for Mr. Clutch. He's got 33 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from 3, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Warriors trail by 12. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Goes up at the stripe. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 30 points for Klay Thompson. Boston leading by 9. Left side, Thomas. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Curry. Over to the wing for 3, Millsap. Boston again missing. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Thompson with it, now guarded by Mr. Clutch. Curry wide open, And it's Golden State with another.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Thomas against Thompson. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Curry brings the double. Up top, Adams. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Clutch. There's the killer two-handed slam.
There as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's McGarry, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Kerr. Here's Adams, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. On the wing, Thompson. Shoots from the high post. Rebound by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Adams outside. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Mr. Clutch. That's good. Mr. Clutch has got 39.
And this collapse we've seen by their interior defense, it's really the reason why they've struggled and are in such a hole.
On the wing, Thompson. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams.
You got it. Let's get the ball
Thomas
inside.
passes to Mr. Clutch. They double him with Green.
Move the ball.
Back to Thomas.
Stick it.
Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Green dishes to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Warriors trail by 12. Inside. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. 32 points for Klay Thompson.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Dishes it to Millsap. Passes it to Hansen. Here's Mr. Clutch. Outside for Millsap. Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Kerr. 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. And there are the Celtics with another basket. Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. And Green gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Mr. Clutch, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Curry attacking. Thompson in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Thompson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Here's Mr. Clutch. Feeds it to Adams. McGarry with the steal. Curry against Thomas. There's the dish to Thompson. Stolen. Stolen by Thompson. And it's Golden State with another.
They've raised their field goal percentage just above 50% here. They actually look like a totally different team than what we saw in the first half. Much better execution offensively.
And the pass to Mr. Clutch. Lots of room. And that one's good. Mr. Clutch has got 43 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Down low, Green. Some solid defense for Mr. Clutch.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, the effort and the aggression really favors them thus far. They've completely dominated the back door.
Just 5 to shoot. He kicks to Adams. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And here are the Warriors now. 11-point game. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. But they'll get another chance. And that one's good. MyCareer.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
And the shot is good.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
And, Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Austin with the ball. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution.